Many people experience sudden bouts of dizziness, which can make them question their stability. For a significant portion of the elderly population, dizziness is not just a fleeting inconvenience. It often becomes a persistent problem that can severely complicate daily routines and potentially lead to dangerous falls. Most people tend to underestimate the profound impact of diet on maintaining vestibular stability and preventing such sudden episodes of dizziness. However, there is encouraging news. Medical professionals have identified specific foods and behavioral patterns that can naturally minimize the manifestations of dizziness and help older adults regain their balance. This material will explore 5 key steps that can be taken for effective dizziness prevention. These simple yet highly effective changes can optimize blood flow, support cognitive function, and restore a sense of confidence in every movement. If you have ever been troubled by sudden dizziness when walking, getting out of bed, or even just standing up, this information will prove very useful. Special attention will be given to the last habit, which many tend to completely ignore, yet it can be a decisive factor in preventing dizziness before it even starts. One of the most effective methods for minimizing dizziness in older adults is ensuring an adequate intake of magnesium. This essential mineral plays a crucial role in stabilizing blood pressure, optimizing nerve conduction, and maintaining healthy circulation. The combination of these factors helps prevent sudden episodes of dizziness. Many seniors are often unaware that magnesium deficiency is one of the most common causes of dizziness, muscle weakness, and even arrhythmia. When magnesium levels are critically low, blood vessels can constrict, leading to restricted oxygen flow to the brain. This condition can trigger sudden episodes of dizziness, especially when standing up or moving quickly after a prolonged period of rest. The core of the problem is that magnesium concentration in the body naturally decreases with age, and many older adults do not replenish this deficiency through their diet. Refined foods, caffeine, and certain medications can further deplete magnesium stores, disrupting internal homeostasis. In such conditions, even minor movements, like turning the head too quickly or bending down to pick up an object, can provoke a brief bout of dizziness, causing a sensation of instability. If you have ever experienced this fleeting disorientation, it might indicate a lack of minerals critical for adequate blood circulation regulation. One of the most effective ways to increase magnesium levels is to integrate magnesium-rich foods into your daily diet. Foods such as spinach, almonds, avocados, bananas, and pumpkin seeds are excellent sources of magnesium and can help restore the body's internal balance. If these foods are not preferred, an alternative solution can be consuming mineral water enriched with natural magnesium, which helps to quickly replenish its stores. Some older adults may also be recommended to take magnesium supplements, but it is always crucial to consult with a healthcare professional before incorporating any new supplements into your diet. Consider the illustrative example of George. At 74, he had experienced periodic bouts of dizziness for many years but did not give them due importance, believing it was just an inevitable aspect of aging. However, after one particularly intense episode where he lost his balance while walking, George decided to investigate the root cause of his condition. During a medical examination, his doctor identified a low magnesium level. By implementing a few minor adjustments to his diet, such as increasing his intake of leafy greens and nuts, George noticed a significant improvement in his well-being. Within a few weeks, he felt a surge of confidence, and his dizzy spells became much less frequent. To maintain optimal blood circulation and prevent dizzy spells, it is crucial to ensure the body receives a sufficient amount of magnesium daily. This is one of the most accessible yet powerful tools for protecting the vestibular system, improving nerve conduction, and supplying the brain with vital oxygen. Even minor dietary adjustments can have a significant positive impact on overall well-being throughout the day. Another critically important element in preventing dizziness in older age is potassium, a mineral that plays a key role in maintaining normal blood pressure, adequate water balance, and stable nerve function. Many older adults often do not realize that low potassium levels can contribute to sudden episodes of dizziness, muscle weakness, and even heart rhythm disturbances. Without sufficient potassium, the body struggles to regulate fluid and electrolyte movement, potentially leading to dehydration and hypotension, two primary causes of dizziness in seniors. One of the most serious problems associated with potassium deficiency is its hidden nature. Unlike other nutrients, potassium deficiency does not always manifest with obvious symptoms until its levels drop to critical values. However, when this occurs, older adults may experience dizziness upon standing, a sensation of brain fog, or chronic fatigue that does not subside. The body critically depends on potassium to maintain stable blood flow to the brain. Consequently, when potassium levels are too low, the risk of dizziness or fainting significantly increases. Potassium-rich foods can help stabilize blood pressure and prevent sudden falls that might trigger dizziness. The best sources of this mineral include bananas, oranges, potatoes, sweet potatoes, spinach, and legumes. These foods promote proper fluid retention in the body, preventing dehydration and maintaining stable circulation throughout the day. If you are prone to dizziness, consuming at least one potassium-rich food daily can noticeably improve your well-being. As an example, consider Evelyn. At 78, she had experienced mild dizziness for several months but assumed it was simply a consequence of age. She noticed that whenever she stood up quickly, she would feel slightly dizzy and disoriented. One day, she nearly lost her balance while trying to reach an item on a high shelf. After discussing her symptoms with her doctor, she learned that her potassium level was below normal. Evelyn began adding bananas and spinach to her breakfast every morning and included legumes in her lunch menu several times a week. Within a few weeks, she noticed that her dizzy spells became much less frequent, and she felt more stable and energetic throughout the day. If your goal is to control dizziness, you need to ensure sufficient potassium intake through your diet. This is a simple yet effective way to support healthy blood flow, prevent sudden drops in blood pressure, and improve overall circulation. Making this single change can be the decisive factor between feeling dizzy and experiencing stable, reliable energy throughout the day. One of the most frequently overlooked causes of dizziness in older adults is insufficient blood circulation in the brain, which can manifest as lightheadedness, loss of balance, or even confusion. When blood flow to the brain decreases, oxygen levels drop, and the brain struggles to function adequately. This can lead to dizziness, vertigo, and a general feeling of instability. One of the most effective ways to naturally improve circulation is by consuming omega-3 fatty acids, known for their ability to reduce inflammation, improve blood vessel function, and supply the brain with sufficient oxygen. Omega-3s are essential fats that support cardiovascular health and cognitive function, yet many older adults do not get enough of them. These beneficial fats help maintain the elasticity of blood vessels, allowing blood to flow freely to the brain. When blood flow is slowed or arteries become stiff, the brain may receive less oxygen and nutrients, leading to more frequent dizzy spells. Omega-3s also help reduce inflammation, which can improve overall circulation and make it easier to maintain balance and body stability throughout the day. One of the best sources of omega-3s is fatty fish, such as salmon, mackerel, and sardines. Eating fish at least twice a week can provide a steady supply of these essential fats, supporting cardiovascular strength and mental sharpness. For those who do not consume fish, flaxseed, walnuts, and chia seeds are excellent plant-based sources of omega-3s. Some individuals may also benefit from taking omega-3 supplements, especially if their diet is poor in natural sources of these fats. Consider Harold, for example. At 76, he began experiencing regular bouts of dizziness when getting up or turning his head too quickly. Initially, he believed it was simply an unavoidable aspect of aging. However, after consulting with his doctor, he learned that his circulation was weakened. The medical professional recommended that Harold increase his intake of omega-3 fatty acids. As a result, Harold started including salmon in his diet twice a week and adding flaxseed to his oatmeal every morning. Within a few weeks, he noted significant improvements. His dizzy spells became less frequent, and he felt more mentally active and stable. If your goal is to maintain healthy blood flow and ensure the brain receives sufficient oxygen, you must ensure adequate omega-3 intake through your diet. This simple change can help reduce dizziness, improve circulation, and support long-term brain health. Incorporating these beneficial fats into your diet is an easy way to stay energetic, stable, and alert throughout the day. One of the most common yet often underestimated causes of dizziness in older adults is dehydration. Many seniors do not realize that as they age, the body becomes less efficient at retaining fluids, making it easier to become dehydrated, even without a distinct feeling of thirst. When the body loses too much fluid, blood volume decreases, causing a drop in blood pressure and making it difficult for oxygen to reach the brain. This can result in sudden dizziness, weakness, and even fainting, especially when standing up too quickly or standing for prolonged periods. However, dehydration affects more than just blood pressure. It also disrupts the balance of electrolytes in the body, which are vital for proper nerve and muscle function. Electrolytes such as sodium, potassium, and magnesium help maintain proper fluid distribution and ensure the nervous system functions smoothly. Without enough of these key minerals, the body struggles to regulate balance, significantly increasing the likelihood of dizziness and disorientation. This is why simply drinking plain water is not always sufficient. The body needs electrolytes along with fluids to maintain adequate hydration. Some of the best ways to stay hydrated while maintaining electrolyte balance include consuming coconut water, homemade electrolyte drinks, or broths containing natural minerals. Foods like cucumbers, watermelon, and oranges are also natural sources of hydration while replenishing electrolytes. While sports drinks might seem like an easy solution, many contain excess sugar and artificial ingredients, making them less ideal for daily hydration. Instead, prioritize natural options that support the body's needs without unnecessary additives. Consider Margaret, for example. At 81, she always made sure to drink enough water but still experienced dizziness and mild malaise throughout the day. After discussing this with her doctor, she realized she wasn't getting enough electrolytes to maintain proper fluid balance. She started drinking coconut water in the afternoon, adding a pinch of sea salt to her water, and incorporating more hydrating fruits into her diet. Within a week, she noticed a significant difference. Her dizzy spells became less frequent, and she felt more energetic and stable throughout the day. If your goal is to control dizziness and maintain adequate hydration, you must ensure your body receives both fluids and electrolytes throughout the day. This simple change can prevent sudden drops in blood pressure, improve balance, and keep your body functioning optimally. By being mindful of your hydration habits, you can avoid unnecessary dizziness and feel more confident in your daily activities. One of the most frequently overlooked causes of dizziness in older adults is vitamin B12 deficiency. This essential nutrient plays a crucial role in maintaining a healthy nervous system, producing red blood cells, and transporting oxygen throughout the body. When B12 levels are too low, the brain does not receive enough oxygen-rich blood, which can lead to dizziness, brain fog, and even balance problems. Many older adults do not realize that dizziness is not only a circulation issue, it can also be a sign that their nervous system is not functioning as efficiently as it should. The problem is that vitamin B12 absorption naturally declines with age. Over time, the stomach produces less acid, making it harder to extract B12 from food. Some medications, such as antacids and diabetes treatments, can also hinder B12 absorption. This means that even when consuming foods containing B12, the body may not absorb enough, ultimately leading to chronic fatigue, dizzy spells, and even unpleasant sensations like numbness or tingling in the extremities. The best sources of vitamin B12 are traditionally animal products, particularly eggs, dairy, fish, and lean meat. For those who do not consume enough of these products, fortified cereals and plant-based milks can serve as worthy alternatives. Some older adults may also be recommended to take B12 supplements, especially if they experience dizziness, memory problems, or unexplained weakness. A simple blood test can reveal low levels of this vitamin, and in some cases, doctors may suggest B12 injections to ensure faster and more effective absorption. Consider, for example, the case of Robert. At 79, he was increasingly experiencing dizziness when getting out of bed in the morning. Additionally, he noticed that his memory was less sharp than before. After a routine medical checkup, his doctor discovered that Robert's B12 levels were below the recommended range. Robert began actively incorporating more eggs and fish into his diet and took a B12 supplement several times a week. Within a month, he felt significantly clearer, became more energetic, and noted that his dizzy spells became much less frequent. If your goal is to maintain cognitive brain function, prevent dizziness, and preserve stable energy levels, it is crucial to ensure sufficient vitamin B12 intake. A simple dietary adjustment can protect the health of your nervous system, improve circulation, and help you feel more stable throughout the day. By taking control of your nutrition now, you can achieve better balance, sharper thinking, and greater confidence in your movements as you age. In conclusion, it is worth focusing on the 5 key aspects that have been discussed. Dizziness is by no means an inevitable part of aging. The encouraging news is that even minor changes in diet and hydration can bring significant improvements. By incorporating more magnesium, potassium, omega-3 fatty acids, electrolytes, and vitamin B12 into your daily menu, you can effectively support circulation, improve nerve function, and maintain strong balance. Taking care of your body is not just about avoiding discomfort, it's about preserving strength, confidence, and independence. Whether it's consuming more electrolyte-rich fluids, adding leafy greens to your meals, or monitoring your B12 levels, every small step matters. If you are experiencing dizziness, it is recommended to start with just one of these changes and carefully track your well-being over time.